When you first joined theater, what did you expect and what was actually different?
Well, Theater 1, I guess I kind of expected, like, just a lot of kids who were, like, really into theater, and it was mostly a lot of people who thought theater was going to be easy and took it for, like, a fine arts credit to get it over with. But I think my closest friends from Theater 1 were kind of the people who weren't really taking the class for the credit, like who weren't slacking off in theater, but also weren't really performers, and that was really different than what I thought it would be.
Yeah. It's like,
I expected Unity, but I expected more of a workload than I received, which is good. And I did get Unity. There were a lot of friends that I made really quickly, and that was really nice, especially starting as a freshman and going into Theater 2. I felt like I really got absorbed into the program.
yes.
So I had always come from a private school. I'd never been to public school before, and so the only experience I had with like public school theater programs was through social media, and obviously social media, like stereotypes and everything run rampant. And so whenever I came, I was kind of expecting the theater kids to be like your stereotypical theater kids and being like full of energy and outgoing and loud, and that was not the case my first year. Everyone was really off to themselves, quiet, subdued, and no one really wanted to be the person that would talk to everyone and like make the energy in the room. Everyone was kind of just mellow and chill. But that changed as you go through the theater program, and if you don't like that, then whatever. But
Yeah.
Well, okay, so when I first joined theater, I genuinely didn't know what to expect because my mom was the one who got me into it because she did theater when she was in high school and in college, and so she really wanted me to branch out because that's how she made a lot of her friends. So when I came in here, I genuinely didn't know what we were gonna really do. Like, I know we were supposed to learn about how acting was, but I didn't expect to go in depth as we did over the course of the 4 years. And I definitely think what was different was genuinely like how close we are. I never thought we'd end up getting as close as we did, but everyone is like a tight-knit family, and I really love that about everyone.
Yeah. Tracy.
Question. What was a moment in theater that felt real or unforgettable to you?
I felt like definitely when we started working on Little Women, like definitely as Theater 4, because I feel like I really do love Theater 4 class, like just our class in general, because I've known these people for 4 years, and I feel like when we started working on Little Women, it was like very fun because it was like all of us as a whole, we really was able like to put Cecily was able to put the show together, but we basically
Okay. What are some
What's a moment in theater that you felt like real or just unforgettable to you?
One moment was, I guess during Little Women this year, which was our student-directed play. Beforehand, it was the 4 of us sisters, and we were sitting on the stage, the curtain was closed, and we would just be on the stage and just talking to each other, and that I don't think I'll ever forget because it was just the 4 of us girls, like, just having fun with each other, and that was just a very sweet moment for me because I have 3 sisters, but in that moment it just like they felt like my sisters to me, and it was just, I love them all so much, so that was very, it was very nice.
Okay.
Probably being cast as, this is kind of outside of class, but being cast in my first show as a lead role and then coming back to class and people not being mad at me but being proud, because I thought that theater was like all competition all the time, and like it was like, but it wasn't. It was really nice that like all the upperclassmen and everybody in my class was so proud of me, and like they thought it was so cool, and I thought it was so cool. So probably just like the Tartuffe experience.
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
A moment in theater that felt unforgettable to me, surprisingly, was Grantham serenading the duck before it got inflated.
Yeah, that's
In
actually
our,
fun.
what was that, sophomore year?
I think that was sophomore year, 2023, 2024.
I don't know what was going on, but it was Ducksember, and Grantham had this big inflatable duck that he kept in the theater room, and he like used every class. He would just like have it on him, and we had like a whole tiny concert where Grantham was like crying, and all of us had our phone lights going from side to side, and he was really sentimental about that duck. I don't know why.
What's something people would be surprised to learn that happens behind the scenes?
The before it starts rituals, like everything you do right before a play starts. It's silly.
Just like everyone running around like backstage trying to get everything ready while stuff on stage is like calm, and then there's just like crazy back there.
Yes.
I guess, I don't know, like when you like see a show and like see people who like either hate each other might be best friends backstage, or people who like are playing best friends might not be best friends backstage. Just like how people can like
Fake it.
those relationships
Yeah, no, I get that.
on stage.
What does a show feel like from your perspective, whether that's on stage or backstage?
As a person who's on stage, I get to have a front row seat to everything that's going on, but I also have to be very aware of how I am presenting myself. So it's kind of like a pro and con kind of thing where you're 50-50, something good and something bad. But if, as somebody who's backstage, I can just sit in the wings and I'm still have the front row seats to everything, and I'm just like, I'm literally like the GOAT spectator, where I could just like watch everything and everything come together, and it's cool. It's like honestly, it's the best seat to watch a show.
That is
The show? You mean like what is?
like the show you did, like Little Women or whatever.
Oh, what did it feel like for my? I think it felt just like really. It was stressful at times, but it definitely paid off with like, you know, the actual like performance. And I think it like brought a lot of us together because like we had to work towards a goal.
Yes, sir.
Where it wasn't just us like, you know, doing whatever in theater. It was like actually doing something.
No, that's
so
real.
I think that was.
It feels really surreal the first couple of weeks, and then it kind of gives you like nostalgia when you go back and think about it.
Okay.
If someone's nervous about joining theater, what would you tell them?
Don't be. I mean, like, I understand if you are nervous, but that's the mistake I made. And now as a senior about to graduate in 2 weeks, I regret being nervous because I've realized that, like, being nervous is the reason why I didn't do plays my freshman, sophomore year, and I stayed with sports. And I would have, if I could go back, I would do all the plays I can, all the trips. I'll go to all the beach trips and all that. And I kind of regret not doing that. So, like, and I didn't go to any beach trips. And now I'm, like, graduating, I'm like, fuck. I see Laurent behind the camera saying the same thing. You can flip the camera, big bro.
Me too.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy chopped.
It's good. I'm chopped, so I'm sick as hell. But it's like, I regret all of that. So I'm telling you, if you're joining theater, especially Leon Theater right now, please do everything you possibly can, even districts. If you think you're a bad actor, that's okay. You're gonna be bad at first, you're gonna get better. Miss Marshall is an amazing teacher. She'll make you get better. And then your classmates, whether they do YAT or another theater, they will help you. I promise to God, they'll help you. Even if they don't like you, they will help you.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. There will be a little bit of ups and downs with, you know, the people and the settings and whatnot, but you'll be just fine.
Yeah.
Just do it. Just do it. I mean, like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, yeah, stage fright stuff. You'll forget a line. I've forgotten a line for 1 minute on stage, and he didn't help me.
My bad.
But just do it. Like, I don't even know what to say.
That's a good answer. That's a very good answer. Don't.
That's what I did. I was convinced to just go ahead and do it when I was scared, and I'm so grateful. You'll never know what you get out of theater. So many people just do it for the credit, and then their senior year they find it
amazing,
like one of the best things that they've ever been able to be a part of. They're so grateful for it.
Yeah,
Just do it, like Nike.
Okay.
All right, last question, most important. How do you think theater will affect your life in the future?
Well, it's gonna be my job. And I think, you know, doing theater, it's kind of like an essential, like, fact of life for me. I, like, cannot function without doing a show or creating some sort of art or performance. I go crazy. I get depressed. And so I'll always be doing it, and I'll always be, even if I'm not in a show, I'll always be auditioning. I'm lucky that my next 4 years in college will be spent like doing exactly that, like what gives me life. And I think the way I look at theater, I don't think it'll become something that I get exhausted with. I think, you know, with performing, it's people can fall into the trap of being like, oh, I've learned all these things, I've done everything I need to do. But I feel like, you know, with every show and every script that I get, there's something new to learn, and that keeps things fresh and exciting. So I don't think I'll ever get bored of it.
That's good. Thank you so much for your time.
More social now. I don't know. I'm more confident. Confidence in future job appointments, like job applications, which I mean I've already done that, but also for college, like college applications, just kind of in general. In classes, when I have to go to TSC, I have to do a lot of presentations. I'll be more confident with that. So just in general, my confidence in the future will be higher because of what I did in
Do
theater.
you think that'll help you like get friends and like start relationships better?
Absolutely.
All
Yep.
right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, I am pursuing a degree in musical theater, so I mean, it'll always be there, but also the amount of skills you learn from doing theater can help with like anything. It helps with communication, so, you know, talking to people, I mean, really anything where you have to, and it also helps you be yourself, so that definitely.
All right, thank you for your time.